Hey fragrance friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. So happy that you have decided to join me. So today I wanted to share 8 date night fragrances that will make you smell absolutely amazing and irresistible. I think that these fragrances will be appropriate for any date night occasion, and so just wanted to make sure that you ladies and some of you gents are prepared for date night, and that you are showing up as your best self, and that you are smelling all types of good. But before I dive into the list, of course, I have to share my fragrance of the day. And I was in the mood for something clean, something fresh, taking a little bit of break from some of the fall fragrances that I have been wearing. And I decided to pull out Existence from Amouage. And per usual, she delivered. So I am on PTO and I ran some errands today, and I went to Dollar Tree. That was my first stop. And so I walked down the aisle to look at some of their gift bags, and it was a Hispanic lady that had passed me. And so, got what I needed, and I kept going on about my business. Well, I noticed that she came down the candy aisle that I was on, and she goes, excuse me, do you speak Spanish? And I said, no, I don't. Tell me why. She held up her phone for me to see, and she had already typed out, "You smell good." I was like, she took out the time to not only track me down and, find out what I was wearing, but y'all, she had already typed in, "You smell good." And I thought that that was so sweet. And I'm just like, thank you, thank you so much. And she went on, to the register so she could make her purchase. Then we went to Kroger because my mom and I, we needed to pick up some groceries for the week and all those things. And we are coming down the bread aisle, and it was a young lady. She was on the aisle and she was stocking the shelves. And so walked past her, and then we went to the next aisle over. So she was coming by and she was like, "Something smells good. Like, what is that?" And she leans in closer to me. She was like, "I found it." She was like, "You have like a whole trail just going through this aisle." She was like, "What do you have on?" And so, of course, I told her what it was. And, we started discussing fragrance notes and all of those things. But so in less than an hour apart with my visits to the store, I got 2 compliments on this fragrance right here. And so well deserved, because it is beautiful. Existence is absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, it garners the compliments, the attention. So if you don't want to pull people in, if you, don't want to, receive compliments or be bothered, you don't want to wear this one because it smells absolutely amazing. And then, of course, my mom, she really liked it too. She's always complimenting me on my fragrances. But that Lily of the Valley, that freshness in here, the out, like, it is just the perfect clean, fresh type of scent. And I was craving it today. And so I still smell it on myself as I'm moving my arms around, like I'm getting wafts of it. And this one right here is absolutely spectacular. And I highly recommend it. It is not a safe blind buy, even though I blind bought it. But that's because I have several other Amouage fragrances. And so I am very familiar with their blends and the way that they, the types of fragrances that they produce. So I'm very familiar with that house. And yeah, I trusted my girlies here on YouTube, and they did not steer me wrong. So I've talked enough about Amouage Existence, but this is my fragrance of the day. All right, y'all. So let's get into these date night fragrances, honey. So the first one that I want to start with is French Defense from Mind Games. This one right here, that smells so good. So this is a very cherry forward fragrance, but it is a very delicate cherry. Although it makes its presence known, it is a very delicate cherry. And I would describe this one as having a bit of a backing with the floral. So this is a floral based type of cherry fragrance. And so for me, this is like when you really want to smell so pretty, so put together. You guys are probably going out to have a steak dinner and you want to have all of those foo-foo la-la feelings. Like this right here, I think does deliver. It is one of those fragrances that does pull you in, and it is so, oh, that is so good. I've missed this one. I haven't worn it in a while, but I think it's time that I pull it back out, especially before we go deep into fall. And not saying that you can't enjoy this one during the fall too, because it does have really good lasting power. But yeah, it is time that I pull this one back out. That's another reason too why I love doing fragrance reviews, because when I smell these fragrances, it always just reminds me of why I fell in love with this fragrance. And this one right here is just very, very pretty. And I feel like it makes a great date night fragrance. Like I said, I could see, you spraying some of this on and your person smelling your neck and just being pulled in and just wanting to get little sniffs of you throughout your date, because it's just very pretty. It's very alluring. And it's just very classy smelling. So that is French Defense from Mind Games. So the next one that I want to talk about, speaking of feeling frou-frou la-la, I do recommend Oriana from Perfumes de Marly. I mean, look at it. Like, the bottle speaks for itself. It is that beautiful, beautiful magenta deep pink color, that fuchsia color. And I feel like the smell of this fragrance matches the color of this bottle. This one right here is when you want to be that passenger princess. You are just like, you know what, babe, you plan the date. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to get dressed, do a nice little beat on the face and spray this on. So that way I can just feel absolutely beautiful. You are heavy into your feminine era. You just want to enjoy the night, have yourself a nice glass of wine, maybe a blush type of wine. Like, you are just in complete chill mode and you are just wanting to be in an atmosphere that speaks to that, one where you can just really, let your guard down and just enjoy your evening. That is what this fragrance is giving. It is that soft marshmallow, chantilly, ambrette, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love this one. This is an absolute repurchase. Once I run out of it, Jomas Shop, they tend to run really, really good sales. This one right here is pretty pricey, as French Defense, because Mind Games, they're a pretty expensive fragrance house as well. But Jomas Shop will have sales on this fragrance every once in a while. And so I highly recommend that if you do not have Oriana in your collection, that you really, really think about adding this one, because it is just absolutely gorgeous. This is such a pretty fragrance, and it makes you just want to put on your heels, a beautiful dress, but be soft at the same time, right? It definitely has presence. The longevity is here, and it leaves an amazing scent trail. So highly recommend this one. It will support your passenger princess mindset and just really get you into the mood for date night in that way. So highly recommend Oriana from Perfumes de Marly. All right, let's see what else do we have here. So this recommendation is going to be for my rose lovers. And this one is Rose of No Man's Land by the House of Byredo. This one, oh my gosh, that's so good too. Oh, this is so good. This one right here is going to be a soft, sweet type of rose. That is what this fragrance is giving. So this is going to be one where you and your partner decide to go on maybe a day date. Maybe you want to go and have a brunch with your person and enjoy. There's a nice breeze blowing, the sun is shining, birds are chirping. Like that's what this one is. You're going to have you a nice mimosa. You know, you're not trying to get drunk or anything, but like you wanna get there, right? Like you wanna feel good. And this one right here is bringing so much joy. It makes you happy. You choose a place that is going to provide, you know, amazing service. You may have on a cute little, you know, dress, something that might have ruffles, things like that. Like that's what this fragrance really does translate to. Again, it makes you feel soft, feel pretty, just feel very feminine, a woman that doesn't mind being taken care of in that way. And oh my gosh, that is so, so gorgeous. And it gives like it is a soft rose, but it also in a way gives like a dry type of rose component. It's dry in a way to where as if this rose was picked from a desert. I know that the desert does not produce roses, but that is the mindset that this fragrance puts you in. It makes you think of a dry type of rose. So it's not a juicy rose, it's not a fresh picked rose, but it is a rose bud that is bloomed right next to the cactus, right? And just really dry in nature, but it's captivating. It's one that also garners compliments. I know that the House of Byredo is known for their fragrances being pretty fleeting, but if you're anything like me, I'm an oversprayer. And so when I wear this one, I make sure to spray myself down significantly, give it one, you know, layer. And then right before I leave the house, maybe 10 minutes later, I'll just douse myself again. And when I tell you, when I do it that way and I layer it, plus before that, I've moisturized, getting out of the shower. And so I find that I don't have any lasting power issues with this fragrance or with any of my Byredo fragrances for that matter, because I am very generous when it comes to my sprays. And so I definitely recommend this one. It is such a beautiful, beautiful rose fragrance. It does not smell like any other rose fragrance that I have in my collection. This one is a standout, and it stands on its own. And it also, I feel like it compares well with Delina. Like you guys know that I love Delina. I have the entire trio, but this one is just a different type of rose. It's not similar to that at all. So I don't feel like having this one in my collection is redundant. I think it's necessary. And when I run out of this one, I am going to purchase it again. Not sure if it will be this one or if it will be the absolute version. I want to get my nose on that one first, but I do love this one and I highly recommend it. So that is Rose of No Man's Land from Byredo. So moving right along, this one right here is for my sensual girlies, right? So for the girls that, you know, want to have on that black dress, maybe a deep dark burgundy lipstick, I highly recommend Vanilla Oud from Kylie. This one right here. So I have been testing it out and trying to decide if I want to get a full-size bottle. And I think that is going to be the case, because the way that the vanilla and the oud in here comes together, I feel like it's equal parts. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I have probably, You guys can't see the liquid in here because the bottle is really dark, but I can see it with the sun coming through. So I probably have about 2 more wears out of this bottle before I'm completely done. And yes, it will be upgraded to a full-size bottle because this one is full-size bottle worthy. But oh my gosh, does this make for a great date night scent. It is just so sexy. This is a sexy vanilla. She's bossy. It is like, she is coming through. Move out of the way. Oh yeah, she walks into the room with this woman walks into the room with her head held high because she knows not only does she look great, but she smells great. Vanilla Oud, I really like this one. This one right here, I've tried out a few of the other fragrances from the Oudgasm line, and this one right here by far is my favorite. I really, really like this one. I think that Mona really did something here. It is so good, and I highly recommend it for those ladies that want to have a little bit of that, that sex appeal, and just that very captivating type of feel, and just really, you know what I'm saying, like honey, it's gonna be problems later on. That's what, good problems though, that's what this is giving. So I definitely recommend that you get your nose on it, or wear it if you already have it in your collection for your next date night, because this one right here delivers. It delivers. So we do have 4 more. Guys, I'm trying not to be so long-winded because I don't want this video to be too long, but just sharing how these fragrances are making me feel. So the next one really does not need an introduction, honey, because she is her and she is everything, and that is Guidance 46 from Amouage. And let me tell you, oh, honey, this one right here is where you probably even don't mind doing a solo date night. Like, you don't even have to have a partner for this one. You want to know why? Because this right here is confidence in a bottle. This is a woman that has her stuff together in a bottle. And she does not need someone to do life with. She is like, you know what? If I have someone to go on this date, fine. If not, I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to love on myself. I am going to treat myself. I'm not sitting by waiting for somebody to come and save me. Absolutely not. Guidance 46 will give you that type of confidence and that self-esteem. Like this one right here. This is Boss Babe in a bottle. It is absolutely amazing. I do have samples of the original Amouage, and while I like that one as well, there's something to be said about this one, especially since they added the note of Georgie wood and the almond in here. It is just a lot creamier. It's a lot smoother. To me, it's a lot more refined. This is an absolute gorgeous fragrance. And not only are we going to take ourselves on a solo date night, right? We are, even going to probably even plan a solo trip because we can. Because we can, why not? Especially when you're smelling like this and you are a showstopper. You are walking past tables. People are like, what is that? Who is that? It's me. That's who it is. It is me. This one right here, of course, if you know the House of Amouage, you know that longevity is not an issue. Staying power is not an issue. Like when you're wearing this one, be ready 100% to be turning heads because it's happening. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Matter of fact, while you're on your solo date, you're going to be smelling so good, you might end up meeting somebody at the establishment or the venue that you decided to go to, because that's what this fragrance does. It just pulls you in. It's just so, I'm telling you, just like this cap, see how that cap pops on there? It's magnetic. It is going to pull them in. I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. It works for any type of occasion. And so Guidance 46 from the House of Amouage, get you some if you don't already have it. All right, y'all. So we have 3 more fragrances. So the next one that I want to share is for my vanilla girlies. And so that is Shalimar Essence from the House of Guerlain. Y'all know how I feel about this one because I have not stopped talking about it ever since I bought this. So I've had this one in my collection for maybe about 3 weeks, maybe a month now. But she's absolutely stunning. So this is the type of fragrance that you are going to wear when you and your guy are going on a date. Maybe you're going to a gala together. You're being presented an award. Like this one right here, honey, you're wearing your pearls that night. Like this is rich lady. This is sophistication. I mean, look at the bottle. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is telling you, honey, that, listen, it is for those occasions where you are going and you are probably being recognized with an award. You are probably even going to be speaking that night. This one right here is absolutely stunning. Guerlain did their big one with this. It is a type of vanilla that really does stand out, and it's long lasting. Oh, I get several vanillas in here. Oh, that is so good. And the dry down, that is truly where the magic happens with this fragrance. The dry down is everything. And at this price point, like, you can't beat it. I think that this is a safe blind buy, especially if you do enjoy a vanilla fragrance, because as we all know that Guerlain, they get it right when it comes to vanilla-based type of fragrances. And this one right here is no different. I think that it is super affordable and that you definitely need to get your hands on it, because when it comes time to wear maybe all white, like I said, you have your pearls on, you may even have on a Chanel brooch. This is what you're reaching for. This one right here. It is absolutely beautiful. So that is Shalimar La Essence from the House of Guerlain. So I do have two more. So this next one that I want to share is the Wedding Silk Santal from Kayali. So happy that Mona has made this a part of her core line, and because it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. You get all of that sparkling champagne, that white freesia. It does have praline in this fragrance, and that sandalwood with that sugared musk. That is definitely what I get in the dry down from this fragrance. This is the type of fragrance that you are going to wear, maybe accompanying somebody to a wedding, maybe even to a baby shower. This one right here, I feel, is very non-offensive, and that it is a crowd pleaser for sure. And it is absolutely beautiful. It does evoke that type of vanilla that is very, very, oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. And I feel like the longer that this fragrance macerates, the stronger it becomes. Like, it is just, it's going to be a repurchase for sure. It is going to be a repurchase. I think that the bottle, like, it makes you want to have on your diamonds, like, just gives you all of the feels for how this bottle even looks. It is absolutely stunning. So definitely recommend the Wedding Silk Santal from Kayali. And y'all, I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background, but I bought him a new toy because he's so spoiled like that. Every time I go to the store, he expects a new toy. So he's barking at the toy. So excuse the loud noise. But we're at the last one that I want to share with you all. And so y'all know I had to put this in the lineup because why? She is that girl. So this is Chelsea Knight from the House of Bond number 9. Y'all know how I feel about this fragrance. So I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to go into all of this deep detail, but it's sexy. You and your person are sitting on the rooftop. Y'all are enjoying the scenery. You just ordered a 3-course meal. It is just, it gets you in trouble because your person cannot keep their hands off of you. That cacao, that saffron. Oh my gosh, the way that all of these notes come together. I get a little bit of that oud. It is sensual. It is, oh my goodness. This evokes so much pleasure and just, makes you feel sexy. Like, and it's definitely a date night, right? Like the sun is setting, you have gotten dressed, you're feeling absolutely gorgeous, and you have the fragrance to match. This right here is just a stunner of a scent, and I think that it is absolutely perfect for a date night. So that is Chelsea Nights from Bond Number 9. So meet me in the comment section. Let me know, what are you reaching for when you're going out on a date night? Or if you're like me, sometimes I like to take myself on solo dates. Let me know what you guys are reaching for. If you are new here and you like my vibe and you love all things that smell good, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to join the family. As always, thank you so much for your continued support, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.